So you guys were I'm hearing a lot of you guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that, and when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So, it's shorter. There you go. Crazycatlady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use, educational, for education and entertainment.
Okay, hi everybody, Marth here. So technically, this is not. This would go in the playlist of history of video game characters. Even though this is just her game, I think I might change that title to video game character slash game history. So basically, so in honor of Final Fantasy 16, I'm gonna do a history of all the Final Fantasy games that are not sequels history. Then in 2 weeks after I might do history of 7, because that one has sequels. Then I'll do I'll do 10. Maybe I'll do 9, because since people think that mine might get 9 might get a remake. I don't know. It's debatable. I'm just gonna probably include it in here because it's rumors slash links, that ones that are rumors on here, unless that one already has sequels. I'll do that one, or like 10 3. I'll do that one for 10's history, since 10 has 2 sequels as a sequel. So yeah, let's get started. I don't know how. I'm gonna talk for at least 10 minutes and see how I feel, but after that I might take a little break. So let's get started. Um so we got Nintendo made the Final Fantasy 1 that came out on December 18th, 1987. They have made an MGX version of it, a Wonder Color version, PlayStation version, Game Boy Advance version, mobile phone version, PlayStation platform version, a Wii Vita version, um, PlayStation console, iOS, Windows Phone, and Android, um, Nintendo 3DS, and NGS Classic Edition, an iOS stream, but it's more like a remaster, and you can also play it on your PS4 slash your PS5, but it would be how it was presented back then. They just update it, make it look a little bit nicer and stuff like that. So, yeah, let's find out who made it. Now I'll make sure to put a picture of it, and I won't, if I mispronounce it, put down the person's name, in case I mispronounce that person's name. Okay, so this game was directed by Hugo Lai Sega Lai with No Colo U Mastala. I'll make sure to put their names right below their pictures, so in case I mispronounce it wrong, because I can't say Japanese worth very well. So sorry if I mispronounced that. Now I never played the games through 1 through 6 because I did not know about um, these games until to Kingdom Hearts. Now, if they ever would ever update, like make a remake, maybe I'll play them, or if I ever have time to, I will go and play it on the PlayStation Store. So, but right now, looks like I might not play these because I heard like a lot of these are the first 5, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. That first 5 are technically just remaking each other and have different characters with names because this was supposed to be the last game that SquareSoft, because back then they called Square Enix SquareSoft, was supposed to direct, because I guess it was supposed to make, because they're going out of business, I guess, but that's why it's called Final Fantasy. It's because this is supposed to be the final game that company made, but this game did so well, they actually changed their mind and decided to continue to make games since this game basically saved their butt. So yeah, so let's get on with Final Fantasy 2. Make sure I'm still filming. We're good. Okay. I can still talk a little bit more, so maybe I don't have to stop at 10. Okay. Alright. Let's go to 2. Alright. Okay. 2 came out December 17th, 1988. So maybe they came out like basically every single year, sounds like. So I think so. This one was directed by Hugo Asega and produced by Saga Noreda Mokomoto, and designed by Hugo Ogoi, Sega Oto, and Decay Oto, Weta. I always have a hard time. Okay, I'm just gonna stop right there for that one because I'm trying my best to be nice. Okay, sorry. So it looks like that one was released for F-Cobe, Colored Saga, PlayStation, Game Boy Advance, iMode, Easy Web, Yahoo. You can play games on Yahoo. Okay. PlayStation platform, iOS, Android, Pixel Remake, Android, iOS, Windows, a game, and Nintendo Switch, PS4. Think that's it. So, just like I said before, this one might have been a remake of the last one with different characters' names. So, and looks like maybe I might do later on, like, where did this start come with all these different characters' names, like Sid, Wedge, Biggs, Chocobos, Moogles, and that guy, that character that has the knife. Since a lot, like, the main characters usually is a different person every single time, yet they keep those names the same. I want to find out when those characters were starting to be used, but it looks like maybe this might be the game they start using Sid at least. But let me know if I'm wrong. And it looks like an introduction to Chocobo was also here. So maybe this is the one where they start using at least those 2 characters. So, yeah. Okay. How long have I been talking? Am I tired yet? No. Okay. Alright, so let me see. Go to 3. I might get water, though. Alright, so let me see. 3 was not the exact year afterwards, so They took a little bit of break, or they took more time to develop this one. And this was made April 27, 1990. I think this has the same exact directors, so I'm not going to bother saying their names. It looks like the same exact people. So let's get on to the games that they have been on so far. Alright, so we have a lower list, so that's great. Less for me to name. So we got Pixel Remaster, Android, iOS, Windows, Nintendo Switch, PS4. So that's where we go. Yeah, basically the same. Let me see. I think this is the first one the Moogles were shown up in. Okay. Still filming? Good. Alright, so let's go to 4. Hold on, let me get something to drink. Do not down mouse. Okay. Alright, 4. Same people. Yes, I think the only one looks different as its producer is Kent Nita, right? Nina Raya. The red looks the same, so this was made 1 year after 1991. And it was on the Super Nintendo, PlayStation, and you also got Wonder Swamp Color, Game Boy Advance, iOS Mode, Z, Web, Yahoo, Final Fantasy, Complete Collection, Platformer, PlayStation. Okay, so they made like a bunch of them put together, just like if you played Mario Smash Brothers, and they put them together into one game, and then you can just play those games all together on one collection. And as a remaster kind of thing. That's what they do with Mario. Okay. Okay, so Picture Remaster. Android, iOS, Windows. Then we got Game Boy Switch. Then we got PS4. Okay, cool. Alright. There's a chocobo right here, and that looks like Vivi, but maybe it's somebody else actually that looks similar to Vivi. Because, since Vivi was a dark mage. So, maybe this is the first time they used dark mages.
My mom scolded me.
Okay, lost my spot. Alright, let me see. What have I named? Okay, I think we're on to 5. Okay, let's get 5. Alright, so we got... Let's go to the page. Still the same people, looks like. No... Yeah, mostly looks like the same people. This one came out December 6, 1992. Platform Super F Combo PlayStation. Game Boy Advance, iOS, Android, Microsoft Windows, Pixel Remaster, Android, iOS, Windows, Switch, PS4. So there you go. Now is where they start actually making having their own plot and different from the other ones. Now 6 I know a little bit about. Never played it, but 6 I know because it has like a, they made it off based off of like a Shakespeare play, and the bad guy is like a clown. Bowser has the same laugh as him from Mario 64. So, and this is technically the last game they have on Super Nintendo. In the next game, they go to PlayStation. So, And as far as I know, some of them look different because I think they were on old games together where they fight. So let's get started. Okay. Final Fantasy VI came out uh, April 2nd, 1994, so I took a little bit of a break from it. The last one came out in 1992. This is 2 years later, so they decided to get more time to develop this game, looks like. Alright, so maybe it looks like some of them have... This one has a new director, so I'll try saying it. Yoshi Flaga and Husi Oto. Some of them look like they're still the same exact artists / designers. And I think Hocho Luchu Sega Chacho. I have a hard time saying these names. Was the writer. We got a composer. Boko is Natural you. Okay, so let's get started reading the game platforms. Sorry for saying those people's names wrong. We got Super Nintendo, PlayStation, Game Boy Advance, Android, iOS, Windows, Game Pixels, Remaster, those same things. Switch, PlayStation 4. So there you go. Those are the platforms you can play it on. Now, for 7. Now 7, never. I'm just gonna talk about 7 by itself. I'm not gonna talk about the remakes or the 2 spin-offs that came with it, because I'm gonna do that as part of that game's history. Okay. Eventually. So. Not right now. Maybe I'll do it around, like, December. Or maybe I'll do it after this. I haven't decided yet. Let me know what you want me to do. Okay, so we got, looks like same directors, same artists, same people. But this one came out in 1997, January 31st. And PlayStation. This is the first one they were on the PlayStation on. So the graphics will look a little bit better than they did on the Nintendo 64 and the fan mask cam I never even played on, probably. I don't think I did. Windows, iOS, PlayStation 4, Android, Switch, and Xbox One. Okay, so I played the remake of this one. Did not play the original. I'm gonna play the other 2 when they come out. So, yeah, it's a great. And I watched people play the original. So, it's a great game. Okay, I've been here for 20 minutes. Okay. They took a 2-year break, looks like. For 8. It made it look a little bit better, I guess. It's still on PlayStation. Let me see. Same people so far. So we're good. We're good. Same people so far. Alright, so February 11th, 1999. PlayStation, Windows, Remastered, NS, PS4, Windows, Xbox One. So I guess NS is Switch. Android's iOS. Okay. And I played this game twice. I bought it from somebody. I got to a certain point. I think I got a little bit further the second time I played it with the remaster. But I have never beaten this game. It's a little bit hard for me. So if they were to make a remake, I hope it'd make it easier. But I know Final Fantasy is supposed to be hard. and long. So let's get on to the one that people think that might get a remake because somebody linked it or rumored it. And this one I also played a little bit except rent it once. Now this was the last one they did for PlayStation. But people were mostly already buying PlayStation 2. Not many people bought it or played it for that reason. So it didn't make that much money. But for the people who did play it, are great fans of it. So this one came out 2000 July. PlayStation, iOS, Android, Windows, PlayStation 4, Switch, Xbox One, and basically this is what 16 is trying to be like. Fantasy that's back during the olden times. So that's what basically, because that's how Final Fantasy started out, was by doing fantasy back in the old times, and then they got more advanced fantasy. So I'm like higher up fantasy, basically. Still fantasy, but it's just different type. So modern fantasy, basically. So yeah. Now let's get on to the one I first beat. And that was 10. Because this came out around the same exact time as Kingdom Hearts did. And also, yeah, there might be a remake of 9, but there is no proof of it really, because there's not been a trailer. That's all I have to really say about that. If there is, there's just people making fake ones. So this was the first one that came out on PS2. First one with voice acting, and looks like, I know the guy who made Kingdom Hearts is on here because he got Tidus, Waka, Orin, Yuna, Riku, and the other Pena on the Kingdom Hearts. And he's the one that designed their looks. So this was on the PS2. Interest. I know it's been a lot more. I don't know why it's not letting me read those, but I know it's been on the PS3. It's been on the PS4. You can play it on Xbox and Switch. So I don't know why it doesn't say that. Am I on the wrong page? And you can play on the computer. Here we go. Yeah, because here are the platforms that you could play it on. You guys will play on your phone, GSQ PC, whatever a GP Cube is. So, yeah. And how long have I been filming? I'm almost done. Only had to name 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 6 more games. Okay. Then I can take a little break. Okay. So this one's basically on the computer, but you can... This one, it's like an online game. It's what 14 is now. It's like giving a question right here. After 20 years of support, Square Enix put into management mode, meaning that the servers are up, but it's playable, but it's limited support. I mean, you can still play it, but they don't really add updates to it because they're too busy adding updates to 14. So this one came out in 2000. It came out in 2002. Um, A16. You go to it was directed. So it looks like every single time they changed a year, had new directors. I might just show pictures of that one. So, yeah, let me see. This was on the PlayStation 2. I don't know how PlayStation 2 had internet, but I guess it did. When Microsoft, Xbox 60. So I think it's still playable on the Windows, looks like. But you can't probably play it PS2 or the Xbox 360 because those internet lines have been closed down. I never had internet on mine, so that's probably why. I only played it games that were local on it. Games that were not, you didn't need internet for. And I only MMO I ever played really was Wizards 101. I played other ones, but never that much. So let's go on to 12. That one came out a couple years later. It looks like that one came out on March 16th, 2006. I know it's been remade recently or remastered recently. Didn't play that version. I was probably too busy playing something else. I did rent it one time, but like I usually do when I rent something, I would have finished because I don't have it long enough to finish it. Android job for PlayStation 2, PS4, Switch, Xbox One. Okay. This one I don't know much about. I don't remember that much. I don't think I got very far. Okay. You only got 2 more to do. You only got 3 more to do, Martha. Okay. And that is Final Fantasy 13. And that one came out 2009, December 17th. On the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Windows. As far as I know, they have not made it for you to play on a PS4 or your PS5. If they don't, it's not on here. They have, it's not on here. It's a very new game, so I understand why they haven't done it yet. Let me see if it has a different director. I just know a lot of people didn't really care for this one for some reason. Never played it though, so I don't know why nobody likes. A lot of people don't like it. So let's get on to 14. Okay, 14 is basically what is still running today because it's an online game, and every time probably has a new director every time they updated it because they were charged of the update. So let's see, when did they start making this game that I have never touched because I don't know MNOs, because I don't like sitting up and watching. I don't like playing games on my computer unless I'm laying down. Windows, PlayStation 3, it came out August 27th, 2013. Let me see. They look the same people. Okay, so it's been on PlayStation 4, iOS X, and PlayStation 5. So there you go. So I could play it, but I don't want. Who knows when it says you can get to like level 60. But I don't know how much room that would be. Oh well. Okay, so let's get on the one I've beaten, and I have a playthrough of it on my channel, guys. It's for my older ones, and it's my very first time doing this, so it's not perfect. And I still have the same exact problem with the voices echoing, probably. I don't know why it does that. I guess because I'm doing on a PlayStation game, and I guess it makes the characters echo. I don't know why. But this one came out. Can't believe it's been that long already. November 29th, 2006. And this one you can play it came out to PS4. You can play in your PS5 because since. And I like this game. A lot of people don't like it. I think it's fine for what it was. You can play on your Xbox One, your Windows, and your Google Station. So I like it. I think the story's fine. It's not perfect because they have a movie on there and they explain more in the movie. So technically they make it where you watch the movie. So maybe that's why people don't like it. It looks like this might be the very first one that has a new director. I know the guy who made Kingdom Hearts originally was supposed to direct it, but they kicked him off for it. Kicked him off for some reason. I don't know why. Because not this is actually his baby, and somebody else took over for him and actually became that person's baby. Yada yada yada. Very complicated stuff. So Untitled Chapter, cannot pronounce that name. I am very sorry. Alright. And Tenchi Mota designed this, so they still corrected Robert Frenja, Yuko Anna, and Isuo Keio. Written by Saga Tanzo and Archie Tisha and La. Sorry if I mispronounced those. And now it's called Square Enix. I should have said that before. I think around Kingdom Hearts is when they started Kingdom Hearts 2. They started calling it that. So yeah. That's where they changed their name. And now for the game that's coming out this year. In June is Final Fantasy 16, and it comes out on the 22nd of June. It will be on the PlayStation 5 as a single player, and I can't wait. Can you? So that's basically it for this history right now. Now I just gotta edit this thing. So hope you guys enjoy this. Man, I've been talking for 33 minutes. Like, favorite, and subscribe. Leave your comments down below. Correct me. Please do it politely. Don't be rude. And just and it would help me do more stuff and able to get better equipment faster. So, bye-bye.